Sorry, I'm running a few minutes late. I didn't get back to the bank as fast as I thought I would. Does anybody have a bid due today at 5, or is anybody in a major hurry who wants to start?
Yes, sir. It's Yuri. I received email today from Carol, and I forwarded it to you. Yep. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look at it. I said there were a few of them. Yeah. She said he was unqualified because of the N.A.I.C.S code.
Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to reply to her.
Uh-huh. And John, another thing is she said that she needs those T-shirts no later than March 20th. And I mean, it might take them a little bit longer to make them, and plus she wants to be, you know, they want all of them to be packed. I mean, like packed in individually. You think that will be a problem?
No.
Or I guess I'll just.
We're getting close. There it is. Okay, so we can go about this two ways. We can respond to her. Anthony, are you in the training? Did you make it in? We can either respond to her debriefing and send her a copy of that link right there showing that what she's saying is incorrect, or we can go around her and just go straight to the GAO and put in a bid protest.
Okay, so I think first it will be just better to just, you know, email it to her instead of going to G.
Okay, so here's the link, and what you're going to do is just respond to her bid protest and just say nicely that you've done some research and the GAO has already covered this in the past, that you don't have to have an N.A.I.C.S code listed in your SAM or FBO to be awarded or to do a contract. And here's the link to the GAO's website showing the document that proves it. And just put it, you know, put it in nicely and email it to her, all right? And if she responds to that and says she's still standing by her guns, then we're going to do a bid protest. And a bid protest, number one, stops the purchasing agent from awarding it. They have to put it on hold. So whoever the awardee is not going to be able to ship the T-shirts. And if they've already shipped them, they're going to have to take them back. So it's a big pain once there's a bid protest. All right. So it would be better off in her case, since she made a mistake, to go ahead and take the contract back and award it to you, in order to avoid.
What if she? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
In order to avoid additional hassles, it'd be easier for her to take this back and award it to you.
But what if they need those T-shirts for some sort of ceremony and stuff? Like they need them like immediately.
Oh well. She shouldn't have made a mistake.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope, nope, not. Then I'll just reply to her and then see what happens, and then just
Go ahead.
follow up with you.
Yeah, go ahead and do that now because she might reply that way.
Okay.
Anybody else got a bid or proposal solicitation to work on?
I do, John. Anthony. I think I sent it to you earlier today. Yep.
This one?
Yes, sir.
You sent me the link so I don't have to search it. Awesome. All right, what's your question?
I was one of the contracts I was working on. I just wanted you to kind of look over it. I looked at one of the contracts that was awarded, and it was awarded to maybe 5 or 6 different vendors, but it was pretty much the same exact contract, just a different facility. And I was looking at some of the prices. They had a copy of the actual bids on the award notice, which I thought was interesting. But some of the prices, man, that they bid was way higher than what or way lower, I'm sorry, than what I was given through one of the distributors here. So I'm kind of don't know what to do about that, but I just wanted you to kind of look over it and tell me if I filled this thing out correctly.
Always make sure you get multiple prices from multiple vendors.
The vendors that I talked to, they pretty much kind of shined me off. I only had one vendor that really got back with me, and these were the prices that I got.
It's going to happen sometimes, but as often as you can, obviously get prices from multiple vendors. So number one, you can tell if you see the pricing they're giving you is fair, and you've got multiple resources in case it's awarded and one of your vendors falls through, you got backup vendors to supply it.
Right. Right.
All right. Yeah, you're going to run into situations where some of these vendors are selling directly to the government, and they're going to try and mess with you or give you a highball price so you can't compete.
Right.
It happens. As far as the form, from what I see so far, your discount terms, number one, you don't want to give them net 30 discounts because they have to pay you within 30 days anyway. So you're giving them a discount for nothing.
That was already on there.
Okay. Then you don't give them a discount at all. They're saying they're going to pay you within 30 days, period.
Okay.
All right, so take the -1 off of it and leave it.
And then,
You need to put your telephone number right here.
oh, okay, I still forgot.
Why is the unit price different from the amount?
Hell, hold on. Let me clear my paperwork. I don't have my paper in front of me. I didn't mean to. I meant to change that.
All right, make sure you print and sign and date.
Okay.
And they want you to fill out this schedule as well.
Okay. I have all of that too. So where do I just fill it out and then implement my 15% at the end of at the total balance, or for each one of those?
Each one of them.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll do that, and I will resubmit it. I will
send it to me before you submit it. Yep, absolutely.
Right.
All right. Any other questions?
May I ask a question? Marco with International Trace.
Yes.
Hi. When I'm in the CFR website, looking at different bids. When I conduct a search, I'll select like the past 7 days, let's say, or last week or last month. And sometimes bids come up from like 2015. You know what I'm doing wrong there?
No, you're not doing anything wrong. You said the CFR website?
The website for the federal contract. Here, let me.
FBO?
All right. Well, I'm going through the USFCR website. The
Gotcha. So you're going
federal
through the
contract.
yes. Okay. Yeah, the reason why you see some of those where they have an old date on them, it could be several reasons. The first thing you want to do when you come across that situation, before you invest any time actually putting a bid together, is drop an email to the purchasing agent and ask them nicely if it's still an active opportunity. Because it may not be an active opportunity. You don't want to waste any time reviewing the documents and submitting a bid when it's not active.
Okay.
The reason why that happens could be several reasons. Could be that the federal purchasing agent put it out for bid and they passed away and it never got taken down, or they retired, or they started a new job, or they moved to a different division. It was just never taken down, never archived. Ironically, there was one today. Purchasing agent put a contract out, didn't know how to delete it. So that's what he titled it. Don't know how to delete these.
Okay.
You know, so that one's going to be in there forever as active. But there's another reason why that happens sometimes, and that's that sometimes it takes a while for these purchasing agents to put all this data in FBO. Sometimes they have to do a lot of data entry. They can't just cut and paste everything. So it takes some time to put stuff in FBO. Now, let's say they put an opportunity in FBO and they run out of money for it. They don't have the budget for it. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll archive it. They'll archive it and they'll wait until next year when they have money in their budget again, and then they'll take it back out of the archive. So it'll have an old date on it.
Gotcha.
Or sometimes they need it and then they realize they don't need it right now. So they'll archive it, and then 6 months down the road they need it again, and they'll unarchive it so it'll have an old date on it.
Okay. And then I have one other question. So when I was in the FedBiz Ops, the one you're in now, the FBO, I looked at a contract where it sent me to DIBS. And I signed up to DIBS, and there were technical documents. I clicked on Tech Docs, and it asks me for another username and password. Do you know how I get that one?
They're probably asking for your mpin. You're going to have to put an mpin in order to get access to it.
Okay. Where do I get an mpin?
You have to contact your case manager. It's a number that was assigned to you and they registered you in SAM. So you would either have to log into SAM to get it, which I don't suggest you do, or contact your case manager and they'll give it to you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
You got it. Any other questions? Anybody else got a bid or solicitation or proposal to work on?
Yeah, John, this is George. I emailed you this morning.
Okay.
Regarding few solicitation. I sent you the link that they were archived before they were awarded, and you told me that's not common. Let's review it today at 4. That's glendenbrook@gmail.com.
This one? No. Right here.
Okay, that's it. Actually, I have 3 on my watch.
Okay, what's your question on this one?
Well, the question was that and other, they're already like archived and haven't been awarded. So the question that I asked in the email, is that common? that can be archived even before we award it?
Well, this one's still active. This one hasn't been archived.
Oh, I see it archived in mine. Because I'm in the watch list, I see archived in mine.
I just clicked on both of them and they're not showing as archived.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying when I go to my watch, right, and I see all three of them, both of them have archived a parenthesis. That's why
I have no idea why that's happening. That makes no sense whatsoever because I just clicked on the link and it's showing it as active.
Because it would be archived, it will not be in the system. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, once it's archived, it'll stop showing up in here. And the only way to find it is to go to the advanced search form and search in the archives.
Okay, go back to it. Let me show you something. Maybe can they have it on the auto archive? Because they're archiving the day they're supposed to. Like the one that you did was March 1st. You see? And then they archive automatically on that day. Or at least it showed on my end like that.
I don't know. I've never heard of this before. This is the first time in 5-6 years I've been here I've heard of this. I can have you call the Federal Service Desk and see if they can explain it.
No, okay, my question still stands. Do they have, okay, so the second part would be, do they have any time frame to award it when it doesn't say anything?
Usually in the instructions to offeror, in the instructions to offer, you got 52.212-1, which is the instructions on how to submit the bid. 52.212-2 is how they're going to evaluate. 52.212-3 is how they're going to award, and 52.212-4 is how they, if there's a archive date, or if there's a bid protest date, or if there's a debriefing window, they'll tell you in the actual opportunity itself.
Thank you. That was the answer.
John, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What exactly is the difference between FBO and DBS?
DBS, FBO is the primary government database for opportunities. DBS is the DLA's Internet Bid Board system. So the DLA has their own database. Navy has their own database. Army has their own database. The Marines have their own database. You've got several agencies that have their own databases. And then you've also got private for-profit databases like FedBid and FedConnect. All of those have to go through FBO first. So there's no sense searching in DBS and in FBO. If you search in FBO, you'll find all the opportunities. And if it redirects you to DBS or NAVCAC or ASFI or FedConnect or FedBid, you have to bid on them through those systems. There's no way around it.
I see. Do you have any training videos on DBS?
No, I don't. All those databases are pretty much idiot-proof because they force you to upload documents, and you can't move forward until you upload the document. So unlike FBO, where you have to find the instructions and figure out what it is the government wants, those databases tell you, upload your refs and certs. Once you upload that, then it'll tell you the next step. Upload your copy of your capability statement. Once you upload that, it'll tell you the next step. So you can't really screw them up.
Right.
All right.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Anybody else got a bid, solicitation, proposal, or question?
Yeah, John, this is Matthew. I sent it to you, federal procurement. No, that's not right.
Yeah, I gotta add this guy real quick. He sends me an email at 49. I think he wants to.
Okay, my apologies.
Kristen's client. Oh, you did? Okay, awesome. All right, boom. Well, if I can get your email to come up. Come on now. All right. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your question?
I didn't come up.
What's that?
The contract didn't come up. I don't see it.
This is
Go on the
attachment
attenuator.
right here. Click on it and download it. And that's the document right there.
It's for the attenuators. That's the contract you were just working with the previous gentleman.
Is this the one you wanted to go through today?
No. The link it didn't come. That's the link, but it didn't come through. For some reason, it should bring it up.
You're saying I didn't get the email?
No, that should be the email right there. Friday. Yeah, click on that link again. Try it again. Because sometimes what FBO does that, I'll click a link and it'll bring up the previous contract I was looking at. And it's not wanting to open.
See if you can open it, re-email it to me.
All right, give me one moment.
No problem. Take your time. Anybody else have a question or something while we're waiting?
John, do you have any videos on single acquisitions?
On what?
Single acquisitions, or what is it called?
Simplified?
Simplified acquisitions, yes.
Yes. If you go to YouTube, search Simplified Acquisitions. One right there.
Okay. What's it called exactly? What's the name of it, John?
Simplified Acquisitions.
Okay. All right, very good.
Any other questions?
John, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good enough. On my audio, it shows that it's not connected, but on the chat it does. I just sent you the solicitation number. It looks like it's a very simple solicitation. I just wanted to get your kind of input on this. They're asking just for the pricing quote without reps and certs and everything on it, so I just want to make sure that we proceed in a correct manner.
Corrugated fan folds.
Yep.
Right. In the future, to make it easy on yourself and on me and everybody else in the training, when you got a list something you want to work on like that, when you're in it right here, copy the address bar up here and then email that to me. And that way, when I get when I come in to look at it, instead of having to search it, I can just click on the link.
Gotcha.
So you just wanted my opinion on it, or?
Yeah, I mean, because down as you scroll through it, it says, you know, do not send reps and certs, and so we're just, I mean, we're looking at going, okay, because everything that we've heard in the times we've been on is like, make sure you get your reps and certs done, not going, you know, and on this one, it just looks like it's a small patch, anything. If you need, and that's fine. It's just saying if we need anything, we'll let you know.
Yeah, I mean that's some of these opportunities are really easy to bid on. Some of these you can throw together in 5 minutes, you know. And a
Now,
lot of
let me
people.
ask you this. On one where they're not asking for the reps and certs and all this other thing, do you still suggest doing the whole proposal process, the cover page,
No,
index page?
no, I give them exactly what they're asking for. That's it.
Okay, so in this, all they're looking for is price bid, send it in.
Here's your additional information. They were saying on page 23, follow the instructions on here. Quote submission, all quotes must fit RFQ is standard for quote, none at all. Try and only send it once. Email quotes to that address. Do not attach documents. It's due before 9 o'clock the 13th. And you'll notice in this, the purchasing agent's marking stuff in red that's important. So they're making it really easy on you.
And that's, I mean, that's what I was seeing, but I just wanted to make sure it's like, wow, this just like looks really, really simple compared to.
Yeah, sometimes they're really simple. And people overthink them and make them way more complicated than they are. I worked on one earlier, and I mean, it was the same thing. Everything that was required was in red. And I'm like, you know, this purchasing agent is idiot-proof this. He goes, well, it just seemed too easy that, you know, we were afraid. And I'm like, don't overthink it, you know.
And that's exactly what would come across my mind. It's just like it looks too easy.
Yep. Nope. Give them exactly what they asked for. All right.
Real quick, one other thing, then we can move on to other people with questions. A few weeks ago, you had put out a template for an index page.
Yes.
And
all you got to do is.
And I'm not sure if it's because I'm on a Mac, but I was unable to open that. You had a template for a cover page, a template for an index page. I was okay with the cover page, but I couldn't open the
reason why you can't open it is because it's on a Windows notepad, and Apple doesn't recognize notepads. I can show you the index page real quick. It's actually another very simple document. So index pages are not used very often. They're used more often when you're printing and you're hand delivering or physically mailing a printed copy of the document. In which case, you know, you're going to have all these documents in one big thick book. You're going to want an index page to tell them what pages certain things are on. So for example, here it would be your cover page would be page number 1, signature page is number 2, index page is 3, your reps and certs is pages 4 through 84, your capability statement is page 85, your price proposal is page 86 through 97. That just tells them where in that big thick document each of these documents are. It makes it easier on them.
Okay, so if we're like uploading it electronically or emailing it, you don't suggest having an index page?
Well, you don't really need it because each of these documents is named in itself, so they can just go to the document, you know.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hey, John, this is Matthew again. I resent you that link.
All right.
There it is. All right, so I was able to find a supplier that can fill the order, and they're getting me a quote right now. They're wanting it delivered. The due date is on the 8th. They want it delivered by the 13th. They say you could deliver it earlier, but so since it's due on the 8th, my question is when I get the quote, can I submit the bid like on Monday, because the 8th is Wednesday, get a hold of the purchasing agent, and my question is, do they award contracts before the response date, or do they wait for the response date and then review everything?
They usually wait till the response date, but it doesn't hurt to submit your proposal ahead of time. Absolutely not. It gives them time to look it over and let you know if they want you to modify or make changes or sharpen your pencil.
Okay. And so then, since they want it delivered by the 13th, I take it Wednesday morning is when they're going to award it and start the ball rolling?
Probably, yeah, most likely.
Okay, and another question on that is the financing. Like you were saying yesterday, on a little contract like that, because it'd only be about like 15 to 20K, would I be able to just call the purchasing agent and be like, hey, can you put down upfront payment of like 20% so I would get this order started?
You can do that. I mean, worst case scenario, they're going to tell you no, in which case you need to get it financed. Let me know. I can see if we can get you financed through BHAF.
Okay, yeah, I already got the ball rolling on that.
Awesome.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you, John.
You asked about if you can submit the bid ahead of time. Always submit it ahead of time if you can, at least 24 hours in advance, if not more. Because sometimes they'll ask you to make modifications or changes, and if you submit it at the last minute, you're not going to have time. I actually had a client, she said that I always submit everything at the last minute because I work much better under pressure. And I'm like, well, you're an idiot. You know, you're causing yourself, you could lose a contract because of it. If they don't have time to modify it or change it, then you just lost because you waited to the last minute, you know?
Yeah. Now, when I submit the bid, should I like drop a call to the purchasing agent with my email, like introduce myself and say, can I send you an email with my cap statement, etc.?
No, there's usually instructions that tell you that they want you to submit it electronically, in which case you're gonna do that through email.
Okay.
All right.
And while I'm sending it through a Gmail account, would it be a good idea to give them a call just to verify that they?
You can, but the more you call, the more you're being a pain in the butt, you know?
Right.
And I can show you an example of that as well. It's an article with a can of spam on it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know which one you're talking about.
The video's out there, too.
Yeah.
It discusses, you know, when you do and don't want to call a federal purchasing agent, and, you know, what you can do to make sure that they get your email. So if anyone hasn't seen it or read it, as soon as I find it. There it is. So I've had people call the purchasing agent and ask to make sure the purchasing agent received the email. I've had people email a blank email first saying the proposal's coming next with nothing attached on it. And that way, if they don't get the second email with the attachment, they might respond and say they didn't get it. I've had people, when they submit the email, they go into the options and they do a read and a delivery request. That's legitimate. I actually asked 100 purchasing agents if that works, and most of them said yes. Some of them said their system's designed so it doesn't send you a response to tell you that they got it, but they still got it, you know. So there's ways to make sure that they get the email. The main thing is don't have anything attached to your email, right? You want the regarding the name and the regarding solicitation number, the description and the question in the subject line and also in the body. And then don't have anything on there that could get your email blocked, like your website. Whoops. When you put your website on something, sometimes, oh, it's going to make a liar of me now. Watch this. You don't want any of these attachments or stuff like that. You want to get rid of all that.
Right.
But see how it turned blue? Turned into a hot link? That can get your email blocked. That might look like a virus, and it's going to block it, and it's not going to go through their firewalls, through their security, and they're never going to get it. Don't even put your email address on here. Because it turns into a hot link. It can get your email blocked. All right, just your name, phone number. You can have your address, confidentiality, whatever, but no links, no attachments. I had a woman spend all this time putting her bid together and submitted it and didn't win the contract, requested a debriefing. Purchasing agent said, I never got your email. I never got it. And it's because she had a picture of her kids on the background of her email. Don't use colored backgrounds. Don't do nothing fancy. You know, the government doesn't care about butterflies and kittens, so just straight raw information, you know. She had a picture of her kids in the background, and she had a link to the Breakfast Optimist Citizen of the Month Club showing that her son was president of their Citizen of the Month or whatever, you know, and that got her email blocked. I'm assuming because she asked the purchasing agent why he didn't get it, and he's like, I don't know. It's not my problem. It's your problem, you know.
Right, right. Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, John, this is Kumar.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent you a few minutes ago. I have two set of questions, one on the proposal side and one on the subcontract. I have some companies here that are trying to bid on a contract and they want to see if I can join them. But since you know, they're asking for past performances on some key position. I did it on a personal level, but not as a company. So I don't know how I can respond to that, or what do you want me to tell them? I think the last two emails should show. AKOMALA. Yes. So that's the subcontractor side.
All right. What's your question again?
Okay, they are bidding on this contract. I just want you to read the email that they sent me. It's at the bottom of the email, not the attachment itself. See the one they highlighted so they want me to send them a past performances on those key items. But since I only did on the personal level now as a company, how do you want me to go about that?
So this is a prime that's reached out to you that's offering to work with you either as a teaming agreement or they want to hire you as a subcontractor.
As a teaming agreement to bid on that contract.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd respond to them, you know, work with anybody you can.
Yeah, you know my situation. I don't have like past performance as a company, but on personal level, yes.
You can use your personal experience as past performance. You can use your subcontractor's experience as past performance. You can use any of your other full-time employees' experience as past performance or partners.
Okay. So when I'm replying, I need to let them know that as on personal level now as a company or as a team, past performance. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, you just tell them what experience you have, that's all. Past performance can be your experience, your business experience, your partner or associate's experience, your subcontractor's experience, any of your full-time employees' experience. That's all past performance.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and the first email, I have a two proposals that I'm trying to work on, that I have a question about. Should be. No, no, not that one. That's the same email we just opened.
That's the
The
only
one
email I got
before.
from you today.
I mean, the one I sent before you add me to the meeting invite.
This is my inbox. This is the only email I've gotten from you today.
Wow. Because I put on the invite request. Okay, I sent you the link to the proposal. And I had a good time. Today I just received a notice that I approved my certification as a small business and small disadvantaged business. So I have my first cert today. Can you hear me?
Yes, this one right here for sources sought.
Yes.
All right, what's your question?
Yeah, so the cert, can you explain that for me? What's the difference between that and a solicitation?
Sources sought means they're looking for sources. They're seeking sources that are interested. And all you can do on a sources sought is follow the instructions.
Okay. And if you open it, they have an instruction and a statement of work. So I have to answer all those three attachments.
Yeah, all you can do on a sources sought, whatever they tell you to do for time being, just follow the instructions. If they tell you to email a copy of your cap statement or add yourself to the interested vendors list, they tell you to put it on your watch list, whatever they tell you to do. A lot of times they just ask you to send them over a copy of your reps and your cap statement.
Okay. So I'm telling you, I got my first cert today as a small disadvantaged business from the state of Virginia.
Okay.
So with that, where you think I can focus my research on as a bid?
For a state contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, find something to bid on. Let me know. We'll work on it together. I have some experience with state contracts as well.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions?
Oh, no, yeah, earlier you were talking to someone about financing. I partner with Dell and to be able to bid on some code. And they were giving suggesting that I should take a credit line from them. Is that a good way to take it from them, or there are other companies out there that can give me that deal.
They'll give you a credit line. That's awesome.
Okay, so it's better to take the from them, from there.
Well, you don't have to, but if they're going to give you a credit line, then you don't have to pay anything out of pocket because the government pays within 15 to 30 days.
Okay.
You know, so they'll give you net 30, and you have to ship. By the time your bill is due, the government's already paid you.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, that.
Anybody else have any questions or a bid, a solicitation proposal to work on? We've got a few more minutes.
Okay. On a simplified acquisition, can you show me where to look for those bid again, or those solicitation again? You show us where to look for.
You can't look for simplified acquisitions. Simplified acquisitions are not put out for bids, so they don't have a list of them to go look at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only way to get those is to be registered for them so they can find you, or to do a bid contract and do a good job and prove that you're trustworthy and build that relationship with that purchasing officer. He could hire you for simplified acquisitions down the road, or do a subcontract with a prime and do a good job and build that relationship, or actually calling federal purchasing agents and introducing yourself and letting them know that you're registered and you're compliant for simplified acquisitions. And sometimes they'll have one sitting on their desk. They'll just give it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? Anybody else? No? All right. Well, guys have a good weekend. I'll be back on here Monday, same bad time, same bad channel. If you guys want to join or need me to email you anything, just drop me an email. I'll take care of it.
Very good. Thank you, Chuck.
Got it. Have a good weekend, guys.